Professor Ntsikelelo Breakfast is a political analyst at Nelson Mandela University. Professor Breakfast, good afternoon to you. Is this a good idea for the ANC to take Zuma to a disciplinary now, just 3.5, 4 weeks before an election?
Stephen, under normal circumstances, there's no political party on a global scale that would allow its member to wear two caps or to have a dual membership, whereby on the one hand, you are a member of a party, on the other hand, you join forces with another party that is posing a threat to your party. In my opinion, that doesn't sound right. And I think, I'm not a spokesperson of any political party, but I think any political party is within its right to institute a disciplinary action against that member, as the ANC has done. Of course, this is going to be interpreted as if it's a purge, as if, the ANC is leading an onslaught against Msholozi. But I think also Msholozi was very strategic by not walking out of the ANC by himself, by giving an impression that if the ANC is going to kick him out, it will be against his will.
In a way, this gets to a much bigger question, which is, has the ANC actually been able to manage Zuma since he declared his candidacy for MK back in December now? We're sort of 5 months away from then. Is this now evidence that maybe the ANC finally has a strategy to contain him after all this time?
I think the battle lines are drawn. I think because of the respect that the ANC accords to Msholozi, they opted for a softy approach by giving him the benefit of the doubt, because even themselves, they say that they did intercept information in advance before, the news broke that Msholozi was going to launch Umkhonto weSizwe party, that he was on a mission, but then did not act on the spot. I think it's because of the respect that they have for him. But at the same time, I think, it's an open secret that Msholozi is an image of another political party. But the argument, in my opinion, as someone who's an outsider, it doesn't sound right to say that you want to correct a party on the outside, not on the inside. There is no political party under normal circumstances that will allow that.
Does the ANC...
yeah.
Go on.
No, it's fine.
Sorry to interrupt. Does the ANC actually need to go through all of this process? Could it not just say, look, it's obvious that you're campaigning for MK, you're on the ballot, you've actually made sure that you're registered at the Electoral Commission as the leader of Umkhonto weSizwe. We don't even need to have a process. You're out, full stop, finish and clear.
Yeah, I think it wants to be fair and square by following policy and a procedure. Because if the ANC advances that argument that you're putting forward, it can be misinterpreted as if it is patching Msholozi. So I think it wants to apply Patam rule by listening to his side of the story, so that he can also defend himself.
MK have already told us they'll bring supporters to Luthuli House. So, again, it goes to the point that you're making, where you have supporters from one political party supporting their leader who's being disciplined by the other political party that they happen to be a member of. But is MK going to use this really as a campaigning opportunity? Once again, ahead of the elections, everyone's talking about Jacob Zuma.
I think there are many possibilities there, Stephen, because on the one hand, part of me thinks that Msholozi might not show up there. He might not appear there in person. I don't know how the DC has been arranged, whether virtually or in person, but I've got a gut feeling that he might not appear there. But if he does, then obviously that will be used as a platform to showcase the support of Umkhonto weSizwe and how Umkhonto weSizwe is posing a threat to the ruling party and so on. So it will be like a rally, of course, on the outside of the venue.
So on one level, it could, in a way, sort of be used by MK to campaign. Could it also allow the ANC to say to its supporters, come and protect Luthuli House from MK? Look, we're acting against Zuma. You need to vote for us, to stop Zuma from becoming president. Could this go in a couple of different directions?
No, of course. I think it does create a scope for a potential threat or a conflict that might break out. We've seen a lot of conflicts along those lines you know, starting with the one between the ANC and the IFP in the early 90s. And I think there have been other conflicts as well, you know, like that. So yes, it does pose a threat to security.
Professor Ntsikelelo Breakfast, thank you very much indeed. Really do appreciate it. A political analyst based at Nelson Mandela University.